Hi everyone, welcome to scvbecks. I'm Rebecca and this is my YouTube channel. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. This is the second time that I'm recording this video because actually my mic was not on, so I was actually speaking to a mic with no reason. And the background is a little bit different as well because I am sick. So today I'm just taking it slow. I've been sick for like a week and I think it's just seasonal flu that I go from like the office or something, but finally caught up to me, so I need a bit of rest. And I've been working on a lot of like content ideas and all of that. I've been so excited to share everything with you guys, but I actually haven't had the time to record anything because my voice sounds disgusting. Every time I answer the phone, someone tells me, "Have you been sick?" And I'm like, "Yes, I have. You can tell." But yeah, I was not gonna skip another week, so I thought of recording this video anyways, even if I'm sick, because I've been meaning to speak to you guys about my Canary Island trips. I really wanted to do vlogs back there, but I didn't bring my camera and my phone tends to die very easily. I'm trying to buy the iPhone 17, but it's gonna take a while, and in the meantime I'm still stuck with my old iPhone, so I'm just gonna do vlogs whenever I have my camera around because my phone is just, the battery dies really quickly, so it really makes no sense. I thought it would be interesting to talk to you guys about my trip because especially after being there for like 10 days, I think I got enough tips and hacks to share with you guys so that you don't make the same mistakes I did when I went there. I've been to Lanzarote for 3 days. That was my favorite island out of all the 3 islands that I've been. And then we've been to Gran Canaria for 2 days and Tenerife for 3 more. First thing and the first hack that I'm gonna tell you guys: when you're traveling, try to book early in the morning. I know that it's not the best thing to wake up at like 6 a.m. or even 3 a.m. because I think we woke up at 3 a.m. but it will work out great once you land, because for example we landed in Lanzarote around 10, I think. Our flight was 6 and we landed at 10 and we had the whole day in front of us. It was amazing. And then when we left from Tenerife, we left in the evening, so we had another whole day in Tenerife and we didn't just waste 2 days traveling. So we literally had the most of our holiday and it was the best time ever. The first thing I'm gonna say before starting to talk about each island individually is some rules that you guys should know when it comes to like all of the islands. And even if you're traveling to anywhere else, you really should know these tips because those are the best tips if you're traveling in islands or small places. First thing first, you do need a car. I think the best thing, because I'm comparing this trip to when I went to Santorini, I wish I had a car in Santorini, and this time my trip was 10 times better just because we had a car. We had no stress of like taking the bus or public transport, so I would definitely say book a car. We used Record Go and another company which I'm not too sure about, but I will put somewhere on the screen. There is a lot of companies that are very cheap if you get the basic fare. I would recommend to get the fare where you have all of the accidents covered, and like even if you scratch the car, everything is covered. You do pay a little bit more, but we ended up paying more or less 70 per car for 3 days, so it's probably like £25 a day per car, which is literally nothing if you divide it into people. And if you're traveling with a group, it's like not even a fiver each, so it's literally the best thing ever. You should definitely book a car, and most of the times you can get cars straight from the airport, so you will literally leave the airport and have a car and move around. A lot of hotels have buses that take to the main attractions, and if you're going to a resort, then you will have no problems moving around even if you don't have a car. Then I'm gonna say Mercadona will be your best friend. I absolutely love Mercadona. I knew about it before I went there. Once I actually landed there, I was like obsessed. And Mercadona has a pre-made section with like food that is being made on the same day, and they also have a cafe with a microwave, and I think they have a kettle as well, so you should be able to make all of your foods there. If you're going on a budget, it's the best thing. You just buy Mercadona, or honestly, even if you're bringing from outside of Mercadona, you will find a microwave there to heat up your food and eat in a cafe. I would also say consider September to go to the Canary Islands, but it did get very windy middle of September. We went to a couple of places where the wind was insane and it was actually like blowing me away. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I think I'm gonna fly. I still had the best time even though it was very windy. I think if you go high season, it's too hot to do everything, so low season ended up being the best for me, and we really had a good time even though we didn't go in July or August. And then I would also say if you're booking hotels, do it through booking, they have a loyalty program that will allow you to get discounts if you get to like Genius level 2 or level 3, and it actually has very, very good prices. We found our villa in Lanzarote from there, and we didn't even know we were booking a villa. It didn't look like a villa, but when we got there, it had a pool, it had a jacuzzi, and it was literally like the best place ever. Like we had so much fun there. And last but not least, there is a lot of famous spots around the islands. I think it was a bit hard for me to figure out all of them, especially because on TikTok there's not much, on social media there's not much, and that's usually my source, because I really trust people's review over actual ads of the places. The only place that was advertised a lot was Siam Park in Tenerife, and it's the only place that we actually did not end up going. Yeah, I would say if you guys want to know my spots, because we ended up finding local spots that are not well known to people, DM me or drop a comment and I will send you my Google Map list of all the places I've saved in the Canary Islands. The first island I'm gonna speak to you guys about is Lanzarote. That was literally my favorite. I've been obsessed with like the aesthetics of it, and the people, and the beaches were amazing, and like everything was just so great. I don't even know how to explain it or put it into words. I think videos are like better than anything when it comes to describing Lanzarote. It's one of the places that you definitely should go in your life, and it's unique. Like I've never seen anything like that. To me, this is like a funny thing, but to me the Canary Islands are Spain, because of course the political part of it is Spain, but my boyfriend keeps saying that we were going to Africa. So I would say for Lanzarote, even though it's Spain, the landscape is very similar to Africa to some extent. Like I've never seen anything like that in Europe, and I was literally obsessed with the colors. Like everything was red or white or black or green, and there were like cactus everywhere, and it was just beautiful. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was just beautiful. In Lanzarote, there is a very famous beach called Playa de Papagayo, I think. I'm really sorry about my Spanish, it's not the best ever, but I'm pretty sure it's called Playa de Papagayo. If you book a car, when you go pick up the keys, they will tell you that you're not allowed to drive off-road. However, I'm just gonna say that it's absolutely fine. I really don't want to be blamed if you get in trouble, but I'm like 95% sure that most people go there, because like the road is very, very simple, and if you're an experienced driver, you will find it funny. We found it so funny that you could not drive there, because it was literally like nothing could have happened. It's not one of those places. There are some places where we were scared to drive because it was off-road, and we were like, let's not go more than a certain point, let's walk. But for that beach, I'm just gonna say it's absolutely fine to drive there. Everyone did it and nothing will happen. Like 95% nothing will happen. It's very, very beautiful, and I would say you should definitely go there. But at the same time, the cafes were really overpriced, and for no reason, because Lanzarote is not overpriced at all. I mean, for UK prices, is compared to UK prices, is completely fine. There was a cafe with a view that I was really sad that we didn't go to, and it's on my list as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you want the list and I will share it with you guys. My favorite beach ended up being Caleta de Famara. Me and Harry had so much fun fighting the waves there, and it was beautiful even at sunset. Like we actually had the best time. There is a cute spot in Famara for pictures, and between the other places that I thought of mentioning, there is La Gueria, which should be a hike that you can do around the mountain, and the other hike that I really, really liked was the one at Los Volcanes Natural Park. You literally go inside of the volcano, and it's literally amazing. Like I've never seen anything like it. It's probably one of my favorite places in Lanzarote. I absolutely loved it, and the hike was amazing. It was pretty easy, but it was one of those places where there was a lot of wind. So I'm gonna say if you go in September, be a bit careful, because at some point it started to feel like we were literally in a video game, like I don't know, zombie apocalypse or something. We were like, what is going on? The two paid experience that I did in Lanzarote are the Hardy in the Cactus and the Museum Lagomar. The Museum Lagomar, I'm gonna say there is like £10 entrance, which is not too bad. It's fine. I would recommend going, because for £10, I mean, it's completely fine, and it's an activity you can do, especially if it's hot outside. There is a cafe that we didn't end up trying because we were full and we didn't want anything, but if you really want to try the cafe and you feel like getting coffee, that's a cute spot for coffee. You also get like a mini tour of the museum, and there's a souvenir shop as well, so you can also buy some souvenirs from where you're coming back. However, comparing it to the Hardy in the Cactus, I would say that's definitely a solid like 9 out of 10. It is a little bit small, but I mean, what are you expecting? And there is a restaurant which we tried, and there's a video on my TikTok about the restaurant, so if you're curious about that, I'm gonna leave you the link in the description. And it's kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those places that I was like, sold, definitely sold. I'm a victim of marketing when it comes to these places. Like, I actually love them. If you're going to Lanzarote, these are like my favorite places. There's more, of course, to explore. We've been to other places as well, but like otherwise this video will be probably like 5 hours long. So if you want to know more about what I think of the places and my recommendations, let me know in the comments and I'll drop you my Google Maps list. Let's move on to the next island, which was Gran Canaria. I'm gonna rate Gran Canaria like an 8 out of 10. When we landed, I was like, we're back to Europe. We're actually back to Europe. It's not that I didn't like it, it was more like I was really not impressed, and I was like, I found the beach kind of mid, not gonna lie. Like, as someone who's from south of Italy, there are better places. I was comparing it to back home and I was like, there's definitely better places. I really liked Las Dunas de Maspalomas, but if you're going there, I'm just gonna say, prepare yourself. Bring water, bring drinks, sugar, snacks, because the walk to the actual place with the dunas is like an hour and a half or something like that. We had to walk for so long and then you have to walk back, and it's so hot. We actually went on the wrong time. It was so hot. Definitely bring hats as well. Be prepared to walk. Don't go around like anytime between 12 to like 3 p.m. because there's no point at all. Like, we had a miserable time at some point because it was so hot and we were just suffering and we just want to go back. There is a bit hard to find parking, so I would say go early in the morning, as well as some other famous places. Definitely go in the morning, early in the morning. I was very disappointed about Gran Canaria. It didn't impress me as much, and I mean, we started great with Lanzarote. We had like a whole villa, and then we go to Gran Canaria and it was like this mini hotel with like 5-meter square room. Like, it was so tiny, we couldn't even walk in there. And yeah, I was not impressed by the hotel. But what am I gonna say, it was like 20 a night, so still it worked for what we needed it for, and we didn't really sleep that much there. But I tried the best tacos of my life there. We went to this place that I don't really remember what it was called, but they did tacos for €1 and we got drunk there. We had so much fun. We ate so many tacos. I mean, I think we ended up paying like 35 in total, which was still like great considering how many tacos we had. Definitely try that taco place. But the things that made me actually change my mind about Gran Canaria were the hikes. We did Roque Nublo. First of all, the drive there was like insane. You have to drive on like a mountain, but after a certain point, apparently in Gran Canaria it's very cloudy if you staying in the main city, and as soon as you move outside of the main city it's not cloudy anymore. And when we drove from the city where we were staying in, I don't really recall the name, but I'm gonna put it here somewhere. When we were driving from there to Roque Nublo, at some point you literally go like in between the clouds and you can see the clouds forming on top of the city, and I was actually very impressed there, like just from like nature. It's insane. And yeah, my favorite thing was the hike we did in Roque Nublo. It was like an hour-ish long, maybe a bit less. It wasn't that long of a hike. We did go on top of the mountain and the view, wow, it was actually like breathtaking. I was a bit scared, not gonna lie, I was a bit scared. There's also like another hike which is called Pico de la Nieve, which was like, I think Pico de la Nieve is like the highest point and you can literally like see the clouds or touch the clouds, but it was like 2 to 3 hours long and we didn't really have the time for that, so we didn't end up doing it. We also went to Los Charcones, which for people that don't know, they should be natural pools in the Canary Islands, and they are absolutely stunning, insane. There were some other ones in Tenerife as well. It was one of those places where it was really windy and the waves were high. They were really high. Lastly, talking about Tenerife, I think Tenerife, I would rate it 8 out of 10 as well. It wasn't my favorite. My favorite was, of course, Lanzarote. We can tell I love that island. But in Tenerife, we stayed in Puerto de la Cruz. The place where we stayed, it wasn't too bad. It was probably a very popular hotel in the 90s, but it was nothing special for the 2000s. It was just okay. We still paid like 20 per night, so I'm not gonna complain. Between our favorite places, there was definitely Mesa del Mar, which was another natural pool. The pool was actually like insane. The way it was built, I even read it on reviews. It was insane, and people loved how the waves would like slap the pool literally in the face, and if you were staying in the pool, you could see like these huge waves coming in front of you. I really liked Playa de las Teresitas as well. This was my favorite one between all of them. We got sunbeds for €6. I'm not even joking, €6. £5 for sunbeds, 2 sunbeds and an umbrella for €6. Actually unbelievable. When you were like swimming in the ocean, you turn around and you literally get this whole view of the mountain. It was beautiful. It was actually one of the best views I've seen in this trip. It was amazing. And the last beach I'm gonna mention is gonna be Playa El Bolullo, I think, and really loved this one. This was like a black sand beach, and we went for like the sunset. It was very random. We didn't really expect to be going there. We went to Mirador Los 500 Escalones, which is like these stairs that go down to like a viewpoint, and the view was, I'm not even gonna explain it, I'm just gonna show you guys, because the view was one of the best views I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was actually stunning and we loved it. Definitely recommend going there, and you can park easily around there, so it's very, very easy to get to the stairs. And even though it was a popular one, it wasn't too crowded at all. I feel like in Tenerife most of the crowded places are in the south, because I think that's where more international flights are from. Like, most people fly to the south. We were flying to the north because we were taking flights between every island. So yeah, the overcrowded ones are gonna be in the south. The most famous playa in the south is Playa Las Americas, and I don't know if it was because of the Calima, which is like a climate effect that happened during the days that we were there. It basically makes everything cloudy and it looks like sandy. It doesn't look as good. I don't know if it was because of the Calima. I will put like video that shows the before and after when there's Calima in Tenerife or not, but I don't know if it was because of that or because I didn't actually like the beach. I found it very overrated, and I really found overrated all the restaurant recommendations from TikTok, like the Winchester, which is like the most popular place in Tenerife right now, for the mozzarella sticks. I mean, the mozzarella sticks are good, but they're just mozzarella sticks. Am I gonna go to Spain to get mozzarella sticks when I can get mozzarella sticks in any pub in London, even at McDonald's? No. Why is a British pub famous in Spain? It just makes no sense to me, especially because like I walked in there and it was full of British people and I was like, am I in Spain or in London? You want to go to local places, you want to try local food. Why should I go get like my usual pint or like the cider I always drink in London when I can try a local beer or I can try something different, you know? I really didn't get that hype behind it, and it was of course full of tourists, and they gave us a bad table because they were trying to make money. I wouldn't recommend that. I would say very, very, very overrated and just for no reason, and there's definitely better places to go. Like, honestly, I would just rather eat at Mercadona. But yeah, this is everything I had on the islands. Of course, I wish I could stay here and speak for a lot more time. I would have so many more things to share and things to let you know. Honestly, if you have questions and you would like a part 2, just drop a comment down below and let me know. I remind you again to let me know in the comments if you want my Google Maps folder with all of the places in the Canary Islands and my reviews of the places, and I will be happy to share it with you guys if you're interested in it. Remember to follow me on my social media, my Instagram and my TikTok, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!